In this chapter, you're going to learn more about sewing tools and equipment. You will also learn about the sewing machine.
Needlework requires the use of some special tools and equipment which are categorized into two main groups. These are examples of measuring tools.
This is a long tape that has measurements indicated and is used in needlework. It is 150 centimeters or 60 inches long, and
the tape measure should be marked clearly. Ensure the tape measure is used and taken care of appropriately. This is a tool used for measuring small width. The measuring gauge should be clearly matched at right angles. Ensure the measuring card or gauge is used and taken care of appropriately.
This is a 1-meter ruler used to measure straight lines and skirt hemlines.
Ensure that the meter ruler is clearly marked. Ensure that the meter ruler is clearly marked. These are examples of cutting out tools.
These are scissors with long blades of about 15 to 20 centimeters, used to cut out the fabric. The handles are shaped for comfort while cutting, as one hole is larger than the other.
Take note of the choice. Ensure the scissors is used and taken care of appropriately.
This cuts out zigzag edges on fabrics that are heavy and do not fray. For example, on edges of open or plain seams.
Ensure that the scissors is sharp. This scissors is used for neatening edges, especially on open seams on materials that do not fray.
This is used for embroidery and for cutting off motifs.
They should be small in size with sharp, fine, pointed blades. It is used for cutting threads, buttonholes, and for snipping.
This is mainly used to cut papers, such as paper patterns.
This is smaller in size than the cutting out shears. Ensure the paper scissors is used and taken care of appropriately.
These are used to hold pieces of fabrics together before stitches are worked. They are also used to hold pattern pieces in place before cutting out and transferring pattern markings.
Dressmakers' pins should be made of stainless steel to avoid staining the fabric. It is important to store the pins in a pin cushion or in a small box to avoid loss or accidents.
This is used to remove unwanted stitches and for cutting through buttonholes.
Ensure that the blade is sharp. Ensure the seam ripper is used and taken care of appropriately.
This is a large table of comfortable height and with a smooth surface used for cutting out material and placing the work.
It should be large enough for laying the pattern pieces out. Ensure the tabletop is used and taken care of appropriately. These are examples of tools used for transferring pattern markings.
This is used for transferring pattern markings onto the material from the pattern piece.
This is available in assorted shapes and colors. Ensure the tailor's chalk is used and taken care of appropriately.
This is a serrated wheel with a wooden or plastic handle, used together with dressmaker's carbon paper to transfer pattern markings onto the material.
Ensure the edges of the tracing wheel are serrated. Ensure the tracing wheel is used and taken care of appropriately.
Click on a button to view information on either the choice or use of the dressmaker's carbon paper.
This is available in assorted colors. The dressmaker's carbon paper is used with a tracing wheel to transferring patterns into the material. Pencils are used for drawing patterns. It is better to choose dark, strong pencils. Ensure the pencils are used and taken care of appropriately. These are examples of sewing tools. These are used for ordinary sewing. Take note of the choice. Ensure the sharp needles are used and taken care of appropriately. These are used for ordinary sewing. Take note of the choice. Ensure the between needles are used and taken care of appropriately. These are used for embroidery. The eye should be smooth and oval in shape.
Ensure the crewel's needles are used and taken care of appropriately.
These are examples of pressing equipment.
There are different types of irons, for example, charcoal, pressure, gas, and electric irons.
Irons should be made of non-rusting material and the sole should be smooth. They are used to press work after each stage of construction.
This is the surface where ironing and pressing is done. It is very convenient, especially when ironing shaped garments.
It should be adjustable and well padded. It is used to place work when pressing. These are examples of storage equipment. They are used for storing all the needlework. They should be large enough to fit the work. Ensure the drawers are used and taken care of appropriately. Wardrobes are used for hanging complete and incomplete garments. They should have a rod or nail for hanging and should also be lockable. Ensure the wardrobes are used and taken care of appropriately. Hangers are also used for hanging complete or incomplete garments. They should be made of smooth wood, plastic, or metal. Ensure the hangers are used and taken care of appropriately. These are other sewing tools and equipment.
This is worn on the middle finger of the right hand while hand sewing to protect it from the needle pricks. This is the finger that pushes the needle through the fabric.
It should fit on the middle finger. It is used to push the needle through the fabric as well as protect it from the needle pricks.
This is a sharp instrument made of bone or steel used for piercing holes and eyelets onto materials.
The needle should be thick and have a sharp point.
This looks like a large needle with a large eye and a blunt point. Use.
Take note of the choice. It is used for threading elastic cords, ribbons, and tapes through casings or eyelets.
This is a wooden frame used when working embroidery stitches. It has an adjustable screw to fit any thickness of fabric.
It should be chosen according to the work.
Click on a button to view information on either the choice or use of a sleeve board.
Used for processing small shaped articles such as cuffs and sleeves. Ensure that the sleeve board is taken care of appropriately.
Click on a button to view information on either the choice or use of a pressing cloth.
Take note of the choice. Ensure that the pressing cloth is taken care of appropriately.
A sewing machine should be well chosen and well cared for in order to give efficient service and last long.